You guys driving me nuts out here. That's right. Okay, we should be going live. I'm just checking to make sure we are. I'm so bad about this. I always forget to share that I'm going live until right as I'm going live, and so I always forget. So forgive me for that. If you're watching this on the replay, I am Lightsaber Samurai. We are going to talk about some tasty pickups in a second. We've already got Kona's just here on the table off screen. Milo's here. What's going on? We got the mascots in the house. And like I said, give me a moment as I notify everybody of our liveness. My phone was freaking out there. You good, Milo? Y'all good? All right, we out here. Man, let me pull this up on my phone. All right, we got Ginger Gaming new and tutorials. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello yourself. Like I said, we got a ton of pickups to show. If you've been following the channel, we just recently hit 1,000 games in the collection. And I picked up like 20, 30 games or something like that on the way to that goal. Let me count. One, I should have counted before. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30 games exactly. So yeah, 30 games pushed us over the edge for 1,000. And so I'm happy to finally start talking about them. Again, if you just joined us, Lightsaber Samurai here, we got a ton of pickups to talk about. Pretty much all of them are games. I got one big item, I guess, that I also picked up since the last time we spoke. And so let me just sound off a quick little link here for all the peeps, and then we will get started. So give me just a moment while we do that. Like I said, I'll give us a chance to let a couple more people get in the chat. We got 3. When I get to like 5 or 6, then we'll get started. Because I'd like for us no one to miss anything if at all possible. All right. Case still at 3. Like I said, we just put the word out. So as soon as a few people join in, then we will talk about these games one time. Oh, there's one more place I want to post to while we wait for that. Let all my retro gamers and my retro games group know that we out here getting it in. Okay. I've got to put in the discussion. All right. So let them know that we're going live if they want to join. Also, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Okay, and post that. All right. Okay, and here comes some more people. So, like I said, 1 or 2 more, and then we shall get started on this. Because, like I said, I'm excited. 1,000, that's a huge milestone when it comes to collecting video games. And so it's it's definitely awesome. I started collecting seriously about 2016, about the time I started my YouTube channel, maybe a little bit before that. I know when I was me and my buddies were roommates in 2014, and I used to spend a lot of my free time watching the YouTube channel GameSack and Joe and Dave. They're the ones that got me back into collecting video games. And then, of course, watching GameSack led me to Metal Jesus Rocks. And then that's when I decided to start my YouTube channel. And so it was about that time. So they got me back collecting again. Metal Jesus Rocks got me into YouTube. And, 5 years later, here we are. So, okay. So check back into the stream, make sure that it's playing okay. Okay, so it's good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started here, and I guess I'll start off with the first game. Also, y'all gonna have to forgive me. I did bring food. Okay, not enough to share, unfortunately, but I have not eaten all day, and I was gonna eat first before I did the live stream, but I'm like, nope. If I eat and then do the live stream, I'll never do the live stream. I will eat and then I'll get sleepy, and y'all know how that goes. So. Okay, so I guess we'll start with PlayStation 2. So this first game. Okay, so this first game you guys are familiar with if you watched the last video. This is Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence. Now, this just happened to be the 1000th game I added to the collection, and it was a game that I'd owned before. But the thing is, this game, I traded it in when the HD collection came out on the PS3, the original one that had Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear 3, and Peace Walker. And I was like, okay, bet I got the definitive versions of these games now. And that was kind of true and it kind of wasn't. The differences between this and the HD edition is, of course, the HD graphics. Said, are you going through all 1000 games? No. I just been collecting a bunch of games leading up to 1000. So I'm showing you like my 30 most recent pickups. These are the games that pushed me over that 1000 margin. So as far as showing the whole collection, like I said, I do have a game room tour coming up, although I really don't want to do it because I don't think my game room is anywhere near ready. Especially, when I look at some of you guys, like some of your game rooms looking super cool. Like mine's looks kind of janky out here, but I do want to do. I did call it the ultimate live stream. Yeah, that was cap. I apologize. It's clickbait. I apologize, but yeah, like I said, I'll do like a PlayStation collection. I'll do a PlayStation 2 collection, all that. I'll do each of my consoles. I'll do a separate collection episode for each of my consoles. And I might do those first and then culminate it in a full game room tour. So I think that might be the way to go. Or I might do the game room tour first. I don't know. But no, this is just the games that I've been picking up the last couple of months that led up to me crossing the 1000 games threshold. So like I said, that Metal Gear Solid 2, I showed that in my last video. And like I was saying, I traded that in for Subsistence for the HD collection. Because, I mean, it did have the HD graphics, of course, the 60 frames a second. They also changed the perspective. I didn't realize that, the Metal Gear, you don't really think about it, but the older Metal Gear Solid games, they're isometric top-down games, they kind of got that isometric top-down perspective, but these put the camera right behind the back, and so playing Snake Eater like that, it was almost like playing a whole different game. Like, it's awesome. The problem with it is a lot of the extras and the goodies they took out, and so licenses probably ended and stuff like that. For instance, Metal Gear Solid 2, it's got the snake tails and all of that stuff in it, but it also has that cool like skateboarding game. I don't know if you guys ever played Evolution Skateboarding. It was a Konami game that was trying to compete with the Tony Hawk series. And so in the Konami game, you can unlock Snake as an unlockable player. And so in this game, they basically put that mode in this game, but it's not on the HD collection. So if I wanted to play that, I couldn't do that. What was the other one on Subsistence? The little Ape Escape mode. I can't do it. You got to have the original PS2 versions for that. So I have to go back and get those. I'm still on the lookout for Subsistence as well, just so I can have the Ape Escape mode and all of that stuff. So yeah, that was my bad. Ways and games. Yeah, we capping out here. Again, I apologize. Like yes, I'm bringing food on the live stream, and it's kind of unprofessional. I will agree, but this is not a professional video. Okay, we just hanging out, so it'd be no different if y'all was in here and we was just hanging out talking about games. I would be eating, especially considering I haven't eaten today. So, blessed be the Chipotle that fills me up. So, Kona, what are you doing? No Chipotle for you, my friend. Oh, they packed that bowl too. So, NT Way, going on to the next game. Say, you eating too? What you snacking on, bro? I said I went and got this Chipotle. I haven't eaten all day today. Got to work a little bit. On top of that, I didn't want to do that. So anyway, going on to the next pickup here. Like I said, all these titles are PlayStation 2 games. How we starting off? This one here is Simpsons Skateboarding. I didn't think this game was going to be that great when I got it. And in fact, it's not. The controls are kind of wonky on it. I haven't played it that much. The graphics look okay though. And the sound and like the feeling there, all the little quips and all of that stuff from the Simpsons TV shows in there. So it's got the Simpsons feel, but as a skateboarding game, it's not good. That was brought to us by Electronic Arts. And yeah, they screwed that one up. So if you see that one, I picked it up and it was like $12 at my local game store. So I'm like, for $12, I'll go ahead and get it, even though I heard not so great things about it. And those were confirmed when I played it the other day, but that's okay. Like I said, for the cheap, we'll grab it. Okay. Got one more kind of weird game, and then I got a couple actually semi-heavy hitters here for you. So this game, I don't know anything about it. Hidden Invasion. This is a game that I had heard about back in the day. Now I think it's like a 3D beat 'em up / third-person shooter game or something like that. Some of the scenes also look like it's like light gun game too. Like you see this scene right here, or no, right here. Like that looks like a scene straight out of like a light gun game. So I don't know what we're doing there. But again, this game was $8 at the local gaming store. And so, yeah, I went ahead and picked that up. I hadn't seen this in years and years, but I remember hearing about it. Is it any good? I don't know. If it's decent, it may show up in a future Hidden Gems video. If not, we'll never talk about it again. It says we're eating We're eating sausage with mango chunks inside hoagie rolls with spicy pickles. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Heck yeah. Kona will be running 10 minutes after you eat that Chipotle. Man, I know. I wanted it so bad, but I'm like, man, I can't be eating Chipotle and then be out here farting on the stream and all that stuff. So anyway, going on here. This is a fantastic survival horror game. So I've heard, haven't played this yet. Brought to us by the good folks at Vivendi. This is the X-Files Resist or Serve. And this one was kind of pricey. It's been going for like $90 to $100. My CD Trade Post had it for $70, and then I had like $30 in store credit at the time. And so I got it for like $40. And so for $40, I'll go ahead and do it. Radical Reggie speaks highly of this game. He says it's really good. So like I said, for $40, yeah, we can go ahead and add that. And it's clean and complete, all that good stuff. So you know how it is. Joe Casey's out here. What's going on? Free game Casey in the house. So you got the X-Files loose. So yeah, it's okay. Yeah, like I said, Radical Reggie talked about it all the time. I figured I'd go ahead and try it since I could get it $40 at that time, because it's probably the last time I'll be able to get it at that price. So went ahead and did that. Also, one of my subscribers, and I can't remember who now, we were talking about it a while ago. Somebody else just hopped in. Hey, Retro Gaming Hero 26. Is that Retro Gaming Star? Is that you, my friend? Changing your name every week out here. Says, hey, Lightsaber, have you been doing? I've been collecting Game Boys and I've been doing it. Yeah. That is you. Yeah, I saw the pictures on Facebook. So yeah, that's what's up. I'm torn because I want to go back and collect some more Game Boy and Game Boy Advance stuff and all of that. I do still got my Retron 5, so I can play them on my TV if I want. But like so much of that stuff, like I got a Wii and a Wii U that emulates that stuff really well. So it's like, if I see them cheap, I'll grab them. But I'm passively collecting, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and all that stuff now. So I'm not actively at the moment, but that's what's up. This next game here, we got to talk about it. So a subscriber of mine, I can't remember who it was now. It wasn't Unnatural Selection, it was somebody else. We got to talking about it. It was in that video where I was talking about my gaming, my wish list for 2022, and I talked about this game, and I'm like, I want to get it, but it's kind of expensive. And he's like, bro, just get that damn game. It's really not that bad. Like, if it's something you really want. And it was like $70. It was like $70, like really holding you back. And so I found a Facebook post, actually not Facebook post, but eBay right after that. They were selling it for like 55. And so I asked him if he would take 50. He said he would take 50. So I got this game for $50, and it's Ghost Hunter. That little card, that's the guy's business card that's in there. So yeah, Titan collectibles, buy, sell, trade. So like I said, he hooked it up. So I might check, I keep the card, so I might check him out in the future if I'm looking for something specific. But again, the Ghost Hunter was a game that I've wanted it for years, ever since I saw Metal Jesus and Reggie talk about it on a Hidden Gems like horror games episode they did years ago. And you know, by the time I started looking for it, it was like 60, 70, $80. I'm like, oh, well, that's out of my price range. I can't get it. And I always said, you know, if I find it at a pawn shop or whatever, then I would get it. But I haven't seen it in the wild in like 6-7 years. So that was not happening. So yeah, I'm blanking on your name right now, but I'm gonna probably look that up here in a second. But yeah, thanks for the advice. You are absolutely right. It's a fantastic game. It's something. And so keeping that mentality, I blew the bread on another game. Again, this is another CD trade post pickup. I had some trade-ins at the time, so I got it for like $70, but it was expensive, but still went ahead and got it for the PS2. We got Bloody Roar 4. And this is a game that's going for like anywhere from like 90 to like 120. So I got it for the 70 with the trading credit. I was still more expensive than I usually pay for a video game. But again, this is a game that's not going down in price at this point. And Bloody Roar is a series that I like a lot. Actually, as of right now, because of this, I have every game in the series but one. And that one that I'm missing is Bloody Roar Extreme for the OG Xbox. And Bloody Roar Extreme, that one's also kind of pricey, going for like, I don't know, somewhere in like the $70 range or something like that. So, you know, I'm gonna have to do that. That's 4 Bloody Roast games. Yeah, 4 Bloody Roar. There's 4 Bloody Roar games. Yeah, this one nobody knows exists. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, this is the last one that ever came out, and people don't know about this one. But this is probably one of my favorite ones. It's right up there with Bloody Roar 2 for me. So Bloody Roar 2 and this one is my favorite in the series so far. And yeah, so there's Bloody Roar 4, the Bloody. So we got Bloody Roar 3, Bloody Roar Extreme, and then Bloody Roar Primal Fury. On the GameCube, I got all those except Extreme. Basically, all those are the same game. They're all based off of Bloody Roar 3, I believe. Primal Fury on the GameCube, though, has no blood, like hardly any blood. Like, they scale back the gore like hardcore. There's like nothing in that game. So yeah, this one, because I mean it was a low print run, and I don't even know if Hudson's still around anymore, but yeah, they dropped this quietly in like 05 or 06. It was a late title too. So it came out, I think the PS3 was already out when this game dropped. And so because of that, super is rare out here now. So let's see. Oh, Zybob is in the house. What's up, Dre? Says, man, I'm out and about. Hope to get back before you end. Yeah, I'm going to be here for a while because, like I said, we got 30 games to talk about. Recent pickups, and these 30 games pushed me over 1,000 games in my collection. So, yeah, we're going to be here for a minute, at least an hour, you know, if not. But y'all know how I talk and ramble. So we'll probably be here till 8 o'clock easy. But John is in the house. Leslie and James from CD Trade Post are watching with me now. What's up, guys? Appreciate you stopping in. Like I said, shout out to CD Trade Post. They're the reason I got this game. So, John, I bought this one at your store, and then the X-Files, Leslie, I bought this one at your store. So, shout out to you guys for that. So, yeah, I'm telling you, CD Trade Post. Like I said, we did the live stream. Oh, and then the Simpson skateboard, and I got that at Riley's store. So, like I said, I go to all 3 stores like at least once a week Okay, y'all saw that. If you've been following the channel for a while, you saw the live stream I did at Leslie's store. And, you know, yes, I was promoting them, but it's because like I really use them. They're so good. The prices always on point, and they usually got some kind of deal going on. If they don't, as long as you're semi-frequent, you know, and you're a rewards member, every time you buy something, you get cash back. So you know, like you get $1 or whatever the case every time. And so it builds up fast. And so every time I go there, when I see a heavy hitter, I always got like 20-30 bucks in credit. If I want to use, I can get really good stuff on the cheap. Code K, what's going on? Yo, indeed. Let's see, going on to the next system. I guess we'll talk Wii next. I was talking to some subscribers in the comment section earlier today. So I dropped a video earlier today. You guys know the Nintendo 3DS is red hot right now. All the YouTubers are talking about it, and that's because it's getting ready to disappear. But because of that, the price of the games are going way, way up. And so because everybody's focused on the 3DS, I'm saying skip the 3DS now because that ship is more or less already sailed. Go for these systems instead because everybody else is looking at 3DS, so prices on these games are low. So definitely check that out after this live stream if you haven't already. But I asked in the comment section, what are some other systems? Somebody mentioned the Wii, and yes, the Wii prices, because all the pandemonium going on with the eShop with the 3DS and the Wii U. You guys know the Wii U games are skyrocketing right now, and it's, you know, Wii U games are getting harder to find, and when you do find them, prices are raised for them. I pretty much got all the Wii U games physical that I want, so I'm cool. I would like to get that Devil's Third, but I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and just buy it digitally in the store. And even in the store, it's expensive at 30 bucks, which is more than I would pay for a digital title. But seeing as how the physical title is like 250, like, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. And at the end of the day, I just want to play the game. So, but anyway, because all the spotlight's on the Wii U and the 3DS, no one's talking about the Wii anymore. And a lot of those prices have come down. A lot of those expensive games have dropped in price, so you can sneak in and get you something like Last Story or what's the other expensive? I have another expensive one. It's the one where the you're something, the Pandora's Tower. That's the other one, Pandora's Tower. So you can sneak in and get those games for cheaper than they were even like a year ago. So, and like I said, I didn't get anything serious, but I was at the pawn shop, so I got another Wii Sports for 99 cents. And I usually, if I find this cheap, I'll go ahead and pick it up because it's always good trade-in credit at GameStop. Like, they love that game, for instance. Same thing with Wii Play, and I got that for 99 cents also, if you can see that. And so it was at the pawn shop, 99 cents. I went ahead and scooped it, and so I will sell this back to GameStop at some point. And then when I was I took a vacation to Eureka Springs, Arkansas at the beginning of the summer, and there wasn't anything in the way of video game hunting. I tried, but in the town nearby, there's a place called the Bearded Gamer. And honestly, the selection was not that good. It was a small shop. He mainly focused on like card-based games like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that, Pokemon. But he did have some stuff in there. And for 10 bucks, he had Sin and Punishment, Soul Successor, and or Star Successor. And this is a pretty expensive game. I mean, this is hovering, I think, around 50 bucks right now. So to get it for 10, I thought that was pretty good. I actually forgot that I already own a copy. So now I have 2 copies of Sin and Punishment. And so maybe I'll do one in a giveaway or flip this, so, you know, if it randomly ends up like 150 bucks or something like that. So let's see, asking to join stream. Maybe, well, if we have time, because I got some other things to do tonight. So I want to make sure I get through all the games before I have to leave. So if there's time, then yes. But let's see. That being said, what system should I do next? Got a couple of things for PSP. You guys know I'm always on the lookout for PSP stuff. And let's see, starting out here. So first PSP game I got was Dead to Rights Reckoning. And that's cool because now I have all the Dead to Rights games. And so I'm trying to go for these like subsets because I want to start a new series on my YouTube channel where I talk about like all the games in one video, like all the Siphon Filter games or all the Metal Gear Solid games or all the Dead to Rights games, because I have them all now because this is the last one I was looking for. So things like that, I want to, just kind of do these like series perspective type videos and, just test the waters with that and see how that goes. So looking at it, it's a third-person shooter, just like all the other games in the series. It looks, you got the disarms, the bullet time, all of that stuff. So it looks like it might be dope. I'll have to plug this into the TV back there and test it out. Also on the PlayStation or PSP, I got this from Vintage Stock recently. That's Driver 76. And the Driver, it's a series. I like the series. The first two Drivers, Driver 1 and 2, were excellent. 3 was a glitchy mess, but I still like playing it. And then Parallel Lanes is a total hidden gem, in my opinion. Parallel Lanes was really good, but nobody, by that, the backlash from 3 was so severe that no one cared when Parallel Lanes came out. But it's a good game. And then you got Driver San Francisco that kind of took the series back to its roots. And so, the Drivers as a series has had more hits than misses, but they got caught trying to be Grand Theft Auto 3 and doing a poor job of it with Driver 3. And so, their reputation never really recovered, unfortunately. So, like I said, it looks like an open world driving game. It had ad hoc support for like multiplayer and stuff, I think, back in the day. So I don't know if you played through the story co-op or whatever the case, but yeah, it looks dope. And like I said, Driver 76 came out pretty much parallel with Driver Parallel Lanes on the PS2 and the OG Xbox. It's a game that takes place in 1978, Parallel Lanes does. And so this looks to be a bit of a prequel to the start of that game. So, I might see some of the same characters. So I think that's pretty interesting. So I'll have to give that a try. Also picked up Death Jr. on the PSP. This also has a sequel, Death Jr. 2. This is always a game that I was kind of like on the lookout for. Like, it looked like an interesting, 3D platformer. And so, like I said, it was nice to finally snag that one. It's going up in price too, so I need to hurry up and find the sequel before I end up, spinning an arm and a leg to get it. But it was an interesting looking series that I wanted to dive into. So again, apologies. I am eating because I haven't eaten today, so y'all just gotta be here for that. I apologize, but. All right. Let's see. So I appear to only have had one PS3 title. What is that? Sorry, Milo's messing with my feet down here. So on the PS3, White Knight Chronicles 2. And this game, I don't know anything about it other than I have the original White Knight Chronicles, and I don't know anything about it either because it's still in the backlog. But Night White Chronicles 2 started to get scarce, and it got to the point where I couldn't find it anymore. And looking at it on eBay at the time, it was sitting at like $50 and like going up. And I think the price has come down now because I got this copy for $20. But yeah, I ended up finding this. Where did I pick this up at? I can't even remember where I picked that up at, but I got it for the low. I don't think I got that at CD Trade Post. Oh, there's a store called Go Gamer that's north of us in a little town called Newton. So I picked that up, as well as that random PS2 game, that Hidden Invasion. And when we move to the Xbox One stuff, I'll show you what I picked up on the Xbox One there as well. So they had some pretty good stuff. Garrett Spencer's in the house. What's going on, Garrett? Welcome to the stream. We're just talking some pickups, as I have finally gotten to 1,000 games in the collection. So these are all the games that led up to my 1,000th game. So we're talking about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop to Xbox One, because I only got 2 titles, but I got them from that Go Gamer store as well. And so let's see what we got. Okay, this first one I didn't get. I got this at GameStop. This is Demon's Turf. And so this is one I'm going to put you guys on to. I think I want to talk about Xbox One games here shortly on the channel. And I was deciding between doing a Hidden Gems episode or an Xbox One exclusives episode because honestly, all the exclusives on the Xbox, at least most of them, also happen to be hidden gems in their own right. So this one is an exclusive. You can also get this physically on the Wii or the Switch. This was a digital title for the longest time, and so the Xbox One and the Switch got a physical copy of it. You can't get this physically on the PlayStation 4. Otherwise, I probably would have got it on the PS4. But this is an interesting little game. It's a 3D platformer. I mean, it reminds me of like the days of like Banjo Kazooie and like all those excellent 3D platformers we got on the N64. She's a demon girl, and like the king of demons like came into her dreams and was taunting her, and so she was like, you know what, I'm gonna overthrow you. And so she's on a quest to like take over all his territories and eventually like gain the power to overthrow the demon king. It's a cute little lighthearted story, but it's a fun little pseudo open world platforming game though, and it's got a really cool art style to it. It's something I'm excited to show you guys. This is at, like I said, it's new for $25 at GameStop, and I would suggest you go to GameStop and buy this game pretty quickly. I'm seeing people are already buying this at GameStop and trying to sell this game on eBay for like $50-$60. It's disgusting, and like GameStop is still selling this new right now for $25, but because I think it got a limited physical release, people are trying to buy copies of Demon's Turf and resell them already on eBay like some jackasses. But like I said, I'm telling you to skip all that. You can still buy it on the Switch and the Xbox One at GameStop for $25 new. Definitely pick that up. I'm going to tell you now, pick it up, but we'll talk about it soon in a video. And on the Xbox One, so this was also at the gaming store in Newton. And so I got myself a copy of Mortal Kombat. That is the definitive edition, not the combo breaker, but the definitive edition. This is the expensive one. Unfortunately, this is sitting at like $50-$60. I had a $5 off coupon or something like, so I got it for $25, and that was a great deal. But it is scuffed up on the back. The paper is all jacked up. So, but I could live with that though. Like I said, the disc and everything is in great shape. So I was cool with that. So like I said, that was one of the Xbox One games that I was hunting for, and one that was getting expensive. And until that point, man, I don't really want to, pay $50-$60 for it. I'm trying to hold out to see if I can find it locally. And sometimes, you do good with that. And sometimes, you end up missing the boat and then it doubles in price. And then you're wishing that you had bought it sooner. But luckily, I made out good on that because I found it. So good to go. Let me catch up with some comments here. Okay, you on that? The mini? Oh yeah, the SNES mini. Yeah, I gotta dive back into my mini consoles. Did you wear your orange shirt because you knew you had the blue light behind you? Not really. This is just honestly, this is just what I put on after I got out of the shower. But after I came down here and I was like, oh, what color scheme should I go with? And so I thought the blue would make the orange shirt pop a little more. So, oh snaps, Mr. Matthews is in the house. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. But nah, yeah, this is I did the blue light in the background because I was wearing the orange shirt. So I was like, man, I wonder. I actually had a orange light to match this light here, but it's like, no, I think the blue will pop more. So we went with the blue on that one. So yeah, thank you for all those who are just joining us. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the games that I picked up that got me to my first 1,000 games in the collection, and just got done talking about Killer Instinct Definitive Edition, which again, as far as that's definitely a must-have for the Xbox One if you collect for the Xbox One, because it's kind of an uncommon exclusive game that's also actually really good. Like Killer Instinct on the Xbox One is fantastic. The only thing I hate about it is that it's a fighting game, and I hate playing fighting games on Xboxes, on Microsoft's controllers. I don't like the way fighting games feel on those at all. Like I prefer the DualShock controllers for fighting games, you know, and if I can't get like a nice 6-button controller or whatever the case. But yeah, I just for something about them, I don't know. The Xbox One is better though because they they updated the D-pad, and so the D-pad works a lot better with the Xbox One controller, and specifically when you're playing fighting games. So the experience on the Xbox One is honestly not bad. So you got that. Staying with Xbox, let's go 360. I got a couple of 360 games, then we'll talk about some OG Xbox games. So 3 games on the 360. This is one I already had too, and I got this from the Bearded Gamer as well. Like I said, his selection was not that good. He had like, I don't know, like 30 games total in there across all systems, but he had Ashura's Wrath for $10. So, like I said, this game and the Wii game I got, the Sin and Punishment, both of those were $10 a piece. So I was like, heck yeah. Like, I mean, again, this is a game I already own, but I just couldn't resist because it was it's a great game. And unfortunately, it's one that's kind of going up in price. The price on it has come down a little bit, but it's still like on the 360, still like $40-$50 on the 360. So again, I'm keeping it. Maybe I'll flip it someday. Maybe I'll, I keep games like that to give away in giveaways, at some point. So, heck yeah. Says, I'm loving the pickups, but I'm really wondering how you're able to keep the mic from picking up all the noise from the table. That's my biggest issue with the Blue Yeti. Like I said, it picks it up a little bit, and really it's this table, like the tabletop to it is not on all the way, and so it creaks a little bit. It helps. I got a rug right under me, and so that helps. I got a rug right under the table, and so that helps dampen the noise a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of a pain, especially with this Yeti. Like I said, if I do it loud enough, you might be able to hear it because it squeaks really bad. And so honestly, another thing, I just try not to move a whole lot. But yeah, this table drives me nuts. I like it because it's a big white table. I used to have my black table down here, and the black one, is motorized, so it's a sit stand desk. It looks dope. It's got a glossy finish on the top, but in my game room, as far as like aesthetically, I'm moving away from dark furniture. On behind me, like I got a bunch of brown shelves, and that was back in the days of watching Metal Jesus's channel, and he was talking about like setting up for game rooms. It's just like, oh, you need some bookshelves, and you can get them on Craigslist, and you can get them for cheap. And I did. I got a lot of these. I got one of these shelves for free, and most of them I got for like anywhere from like $10 to like $30 a piece, and they're great and they look fine in here, but for filming purposes, they suck in all the light. If you guys have watched some of my channels where I shoot in front of the shelves, you'll notice I got those white bulb lights I attach to the shelves, and that's really just to keep it from sucking up all the light. And so yeah, I'm going with white furniture down here because I feel like it opens up the room more. It looks better on camera as well, in my opinion. And so yeah, so I'm trying to get away from the dark furniture. So I moved the black table. It was dope, but I moved it upstairs. It's in my bedroom now. Like it's my office setup now. And so I got this thing super cheap, and it's great, but it's really janky. So I need to get it fixed or replaced, one of the two. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. So like I said, in the meantime, this is what we're working with. Oh, Grow Media DDT is in the house. What's going on? All the way from the DMC or the DMV. Sorry. But yep, how are things out there in DC? And she's another camera channel too. I don't know. She's a baller though. You be getting all the nice stuff, all the Fuji stuff, all the full frame cameras you got. Eventually, I'm gonna get a full frame camera. I don't know. I'm looking at that R7, which is a crop sensor like my 90D. It's basically this camera on steroids, and I'm thinking about selling this camera to fund for it because for a bunch of different reasons. Like I said, I want to move to the RF mount, want to move to a mirrorless camera for my main shooter, the dual card slots, 4K 60, like all kind of, like I said, it's a bad camera, but I can get all those things in the R6 too. But the R6 is also like $1,000 more. So don't know. Let's talk about OG Xbox. I only got 2 games this time around for the OG Xbox. One of them, survival horror game. I've been looking for The Thing for a while. And again, shout out to CD Trade Post. Leslie, I found this in your store. And so I went and picked this up. What was it? $20. So, like I said, this game you can also get on the PlayStation 2. I just wanted it on the Xbox. I played this game on PC back in the day, and it was really good on PC. And I heard that the PlayStation 2 game wasn't as good as the PC game, but maybe the Xbox version was. So I was looking for it on Xbox and found it, and all is well now. So let's see. But I don't have any money, so I'm not a good customer. So yeah, the new Canon cameras look awesome. Yeah, they do, man. You should sell it to you. Yeah, man. I'd sell my M50 to you. So like I said, the M50, because I plan on selling it for like $500. But I'm going to give like the cage with it and the lens and a couple of other things that I won't need anymore, because that's once I sell my M50, I'll be done with the EFM mount. Even now, I don't buy any EFM cameras for my M50. I adapt either EF lenses, or another thing I've been doing. Another reason why I want to move to the RF system is because, like the Sony E mount and all those mirrorless mounts that has a flange that's closer to the sensor, you can add a lot of those vintage lenses to it. And so I've been picking up a bunch of the Canon FD lenses and trying to build a set that's similar to the Canon's K35 series. And that was a set of lenses that they used for their cinema line back in the 70s and 80s. And when they developed those lenses, they didn't really have any lenses to base them on. So instead of developing new technology, which would have been costly, they based all of their K35 lenses off of the super speed spherical FD lenses that they have for photography. And so those lenses and the K35 lenses are virtually identical optically, but they're also quite a bit cheaper than getting K35 lenses, because to get a full set of K35 lenses will cost you about $200,000 nowadays. But you can get the FD stuff for much cheaper. And so I've been trying to build a set of FDs that look similar to that for all my filmmaking stuff. And so that's another reason why I want to switch to that R system and that mirrorless system. Because this 90D has an EF mount, and when they switched from FD to EF mount, they purposely pushed the flange further away so you couldn't easily adapt your FD lenses. So basically they did that so all photographers would have to adopt their new EF lenses. And so basically they purposely made the FD lenses non-compatible with these types of cameras, which sucks. So yeah, didn't know that. Yeah, man. And people are starting to catch on. Like I've been shooting with a 50-year-old 50 millimeter 1.4. Like I said, you can get the Canon FD, the 50 millimeter. To get a 50 millimeter 1.4 is super expensive, but the FD version is under $100. I got a 135 millimeter that's f2.5, like fast lenses. This is some real fast glass, and I got that for about $60. What else did I get? I got a couple of other lenses, but like I got about 3 or 4 in my collection right now. Like I said, I'm looking for the 35 f2. Some of they have a 24 mil f1.4, which is nuts, but that one is like $4,000 but I'm keeping an eye out on it. One of these garage sales or estate sales, somebody has it, don't know what they have or don't care. So I'm looking now. Because when I shoot my short film stuff, yes, they're manual lenses. And honestly, shooting on manual lenses is pretty dope, man. I like the experience of shooting on manual lenses and rack and focus myself. Like it feels cool. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to the R system. Don't know which R camera yet. Like I said, my credit is actually looking good right now. I've been working on my credit the last few years. We're back around that 700 mark. So I might go ahead and get like an Amazon credit card and get like an R5 and just make payments on it. And like I said, with the credit card, I can get the R5 for like $200 a month or something like that. So I might do that. And the R5, it's an 8K shooter. That says get the R6. Yeah, man, the R6 is also very nice, and I'm teeter-tottering between the R5 and R6. The R5 is future-proof. It's an 8K shooter, full frame. It's got tons of bells and whistles. There are some issues with overheating, but they've done a bunch of different tests. If you pair the R5 with a recorder like the Ninja V, and I have a Ninja V, so if I paired it with my Ninja V, I wouldn't experience those issues with overheating, which is dope. Because I plan if I get an R5, I'm going to build a rig around the R5 anyway. Problem is, my computer would literally die if I tried to edit any footage from the R5. So if I bought the R5, I'd be shooting in the non-HQ, the regular 4K mode anyway. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's worth it. And, but on the other hand, the R6, $1,000 cheaper. The 4K would work on a computer like mine, and that 4K is downsampled from like 5.5K or something like that, so it's pretty crispy, and I could just rock it like that. So yeah, you can do both photos and videos with the R6, and that's true. Like I said, the R6, you don't need the R5 for video. You really don't. The R5, like I said, I do photography outside of YouTube and like my job and stuff like that. And so having a nice, high megapixel sensor camera like that would be good for like a lot of things I shoot, like are things that people tend to blow up afterwards. But like I said, and like my 90D and 32.5 megapixels, that's dope for blowing up images and stuff like that, and for printing. And so I was thinking about that, but honestly, you can get it done on the R6's 20 megapixel sensor too. It's not really the number of megapixels, it's the quality of the sensor. And if you want to talk quality, the R5 sensor is the same sensor that was in the 1DX Mark III, which is Canon's flagship camera, at least until the R3 drops. So yeah, you're right. You don't need an R5. And like I said, I might switch to the R6. Like I said, the Sony cameras look nice too. The A7 IV, even getting like an A7C would be nice. I thought about getting like an A7C as just like a vlog camera, but do I really need an A7C to vlog with? Like I said, I vlogged on the video that I just dropped today, talking about the 3DS. I shot that on my Sony A6400, and it's small and compact like the R5 or like the A7C. And you saw that footage. It looked really crispy. And that was my first time. Well, not that the video I dropped before that one and this one. I'm starting to shoot in S-Log 2 now on the Sony stuff. It took me a while to learn how to grade it. I'm starting to get the hang of it. And I made myself a LUT for S-Log 2 and that's the LUT that I used on the video that I dropped today. And I think it looks pretty good. And so I was able to bring the color back without, breaking the image with that 8-bit codec. But let me see. All this camera talk is this. I know I'm forgetting this. This is not the Antoine Sexton channel. Okay, this is Lightsaber Samurai. So talk about some more. But I love talking about cameras, though. My goodness. I was going to ask you guys. So on the OG Xbox, have you ever heard of this game? I think I kind of remember this game, but then I don't. It's called Furious Karting. And so this is a kart racing game for the OG Xbox. And it looks like a cross between like Mario Kart and like Outlaw Golf. Like looking on the scenes on the back, like, it looks kind of like edgy, characters kind of, might be some naughtiness going on. You know what I'm saying? Said, I know, LOL, I know we changed the subject, my bad. I know, man. And like I said, Waves and Games was just kidding. He's a shooter too. Actually, he does excellent work. Okay. And so never heard of it. Yeah, this Furious Karting, I don't know what it's about. I got to pop it in and check it out. But I got some bad news. My OG Xbox is not reading disc right now. And it's nice. I got this nice like Halo Master Chief one, the see-through green one. I got a black one, a regular one somewhere that I'm sure still works. So, but it's just like, damn, now I need to get that fixed. So I got to get in touch with somebody here. Yeah, Atari published it. So yeah, and Babylon Games, Babylon Interactive, I guess, are the developers. So, but I mean, we'll see how it plays. If the racing is good on it, then I'm down with it. I couldn't mess with it if it controlled all wonky, But if it controls nicely, then I'm there. It's I seen on the back it was built on the Renderware engine, so that's a plus. Renderware was responsible for a lot of good games and gameplay mechanics in the early to mid 2000s. So, we'll have to see. Let's see. Oh, they're in front of me. Okay, a couple of Xbox 360 games. First one, Xbox 360. I got this from Riley's store. See, trade post Terminator Salvation, and that was, where did you let me get that for? $12. In my opinion, this is the best Terminator game around. Like the other ones like Dark Fate and Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines and all that stuff. This is the good one. And it starts off, your plan is John and playing in the future, and playing as a part of the resistance. So you're in the post-apocalyptic, like, what I'm saying? You're in the post-apocalyptic setting, using all the cool guns and stuff like that. So, oops, rubber band AI, yep. This probably controls like wacky races with boomerang. Yeah, I hope not. I hate rubber band AI. Unless I'm losing, then I like it. But also on the Xbox 360, Armored Core 5. Found this at a pawn shop for like $10. So I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret, okay? If you haven't heard. First of all, if you don't know what the Armored Core series is, like, get familiar. Like, it's a fantastic mech series. It's from our good folks at From Software, okay? So before From Software was dropping Demonborn, Shadows Die Twice, okay? Before they was on that, they made From Software gave us Utagi, okay, on the OG Xbox. They gave us a Ninja Blade on the 360. Gave us the Armored Core games. The Armored Core games, fantastic series of mech games where you get to customize every part of your mech and all that stuff. Fantastic games. But I'm saying that to say, I hear that From Software is going to bring out an Armored Core 6. When they announce Armored Core 6, the prices of all these games are going to triple that day. Okay. Now that From Software, now that they're the shit now, okay, and everybody loves Armored Core, or everybody loves From Software, when they announce bringing this back, it's going to go nuts. So I've been on a secret mission trying to scoop up all the Armored Core games that I'm missing. The only ones that I'm missing right now that I don't want any other ones on the PS1, because honestly, I started out with Armored Core 2 on the PS2, and going back to those, the 7th gen games, they were influenced by Zone of the Enders. And so they wanted to make their gameplay much faster. So the PS2 games, they're a little sluggish, but they're still okay. The PS1 games, in my opinion, move too slow. And so I don't really care to have those. And those games are expensive now anyway. All the Armored Core games on the PS2 are like $60 and up. So I'm cool on that. But I need Verdict Day, which is another Armored Core 5, because Armored Core, they always released a numbered version and then like a title version. So they had Armored Core 2, and then Armored Core 2 Another Age, and then they had 3, and then they had Silent Line. They had Armored Core 4, and then Armored Core 4 Answer, and then they had Armored Core 5 and Armored Core Verdict Day. They had a bunch of other ones on the PS2 as well. Armored Core Nexus is the expensive one right now on the PS2, and the cheapest I found it, and I may bite the bullet on it, was like $60. And so you right, bro. My Armored Core games on Game On has been rising. Yeah. And that's because there's been stirrings that they might bring that back. And if they do, it's curtains. So, like I said, I got most of them. I'm only missing one. I'm missing Another Age, and I'm missing Nexus, and then I'm missing Verdict Day. So once I get those, then I'll have all the Armored Core games I want. I'll have all the PS2 games, and then I'll have all the 7th gen games. I recommend you buying them on the 360. They run like shit on the PS3, okay? There's a lot of slowdown. They are not optimized well at all on the PS3, which is a shame because I have all the 6th gen versions on the PS2. So it'd been nice to keep it all PlayStation, but yeah, they don't run well. I got Armored 4 Answer in a couple of bucks. Yeah, Armored Core 4 Answer, and that's my favorite one in the series. Because that one, you take on what's called arms forts, and you're just this mech, flying around. And some of these arms forts, like, they're thousands of feet tall, and it's basically like fighting the Colossus in Shadow of the Colossus or something like that in your mech. And so, yeah, just that battle. There's one you have to take down this arms fort called the Spirit of Mother Will. Huge battle station, like that walks on four legs like a crab or something. You're just like boosting around, dodging fire and stuff. Like, fantastic game. The PlayStation 3, I owned For Answer originally on the PS3, and as soon as I got to that battle, it started to drop to like single frames. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. But played it on the Xbox 360, smooth as a kitten's tummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just bam, like the frame rate was rock solid the whole time. Was able to take it. So definitely, with that being my experience, I suggest getting all the Armored Core games, all the 7th gen ones. And that's Armored Core 4, For Answer, 5, and Verdict Day. Try to get the Xbox 360 versions because, and I'm sure the PS3 versions will be more expensive, but they play like crap. So if you actually want to play them, get them on the Xbox 360. So, but yeah, I grabbed that one. So like I said, I'm out for Verdict Day and Nexus, and I'll probably grab those next week, and then I'll find another age at some point, and then I'll be good to go. So let's see. Getting down here. How's our... I got a little notification here about the connection. I hope, guys, I hope the connection's been okay. I was having some trouble. I got it hardwired right now, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. I'm just peeking at it real quick. If you guys are noticing any issues, let me know. And like I said, looking at it on my phone, it seems to be okay. Says you good? Okay, cool. All right. So let's see. Going on, I got a couple of Vita stuff, and then the rest is PS4 to end it. Okay. Going on to the Vita. This one, I can't remember if I showed you guys already. I might have shown this in a previous live stream, but that's Uncharted Golden Abyss. This is a game that I needed to get. It's one of the staples on the PS Vita. Unfortunately, it's also kind of expensive and kind of uncommon now, but I found this at the flea market, and he let me get it for $25, which is a good deal because I think it's going for like twice that. So, shout out to my boy there at the flea market for letting me cop that. This again, like it's a full-fledged like Uncharted experience in the Vita, man. Vita is such a, and again, all this talk about the Nintendo 3DS, you guys need to be getting PSP and Vita games. And I should, maybe I'm biased, but I want to do some more Vita and PSP content because I really want to turn people on. I'm not trying to raise prices because, Vita games, honestly, the prices aren't crazy. I mean, they're kind of expensive because they're like 30 to like $60, but that's still like you can get like one game a week or something like that and not, eat yourself out of house and home. It's just that the 3DS prices are higher than the Vitas in a lot of cases right now. So the Vita is not bad, It's kind of that myth right there that the Vita prices are super high, and they are kind of. But the thing about the Vita is they got so many collector's editions and box sets of all those like obscure like anime type games, and so those are the ones that are super expensive. And there's a lot of them because Japan didn't turn its back on the Vita like we did here in America. And so, it's just like they got a rich library of titles there. And so they got their holy grails and stuff, in Japan. But yeah, the Vita prices really aren't as crazy as a lot of people think. The average Vita game is probably like 30 to maybe $60, on the high end. So it's really not that bad. But like I said, PSP, I'm getting PSP games cheap all day. Still, like the most expensive PSP games are like $100. Like I was saying in my video about the other systems, $100 bill can get you pretty much any game in the PSP's library. And that's not bad. Like, it's not something I like to spend, but if it's a game I really want and one that I think will be like financially out of reach in the future, then sometimes you just got to blow the bread and get it. So, say, man, I'd love to collect for the Vita, but I've never seen the system. It's the only handheld I don't have. Oh, it's fantastic. And like I said, if you can get yourself a Vita TV, which is unfortunately, those are very expensive. Hey, fellas, don't be hitting my lights. Okay. They're chasing each other. Oh, speaking of the Vita, I have it over there. I another PlayStation Vita TV. I got it super cheap. There's a place in town here. There's a business, like a little local business. They make custom skins for iPads and things like that. And it was a thing that somebody wanted a custom skin for their Vita TV. They gave it a custom skin, and then the person never picked it up. And I don't know how does that happen, like, because the Vita TV is expensive. So you brought in your Vita TV to be reskinned, and then you just disappear and don't pick it up. They couldn't get a hold of the guy. Numbers not working. They don't know if he died, if he went to jail, whatever the case. And this was like 3 or 4 years ago. So they sold it to me for like $60. So I was like, bet, I will take that. Honestly, they had posted it on Facebook Marketplace first. And I'm like, oh, man, I already got one. So I wasn't that interested. And I'm like, oh, somebody's going to snatch that up. And then I look like 4 days later and it's still there. So I'm like, let me go see what's happening. So I hit them up. And yeah, they had it in the box. So now I got 2 in-box Vita TVs. And so since this one is skinned, I'm probably going to try to mod this one. And then my original one, I'll leave it pure, for collector's purposes. But that one I'm going to mod the shit out of. And I'm going to put a bunch of PSP games on it and everything else. And I'm going to play them all on my PlayStation TV that's over there. So yeah. So I got my PSP TV for $50 during the original fire set. Yeah. The first time my first Vita TV, I got in the GameStop, I was getting rid of them. It was like $30-$40. And so, yeah, I got one right then just as a whatever. And then like I caught the tail end of PlayStation Vita, like right before the games disappeared. I was still getting them at a time where you could go to GameStop and you could ask the guy, like, hey, you got any PSP games? And he'll check his drawer. He might have a few in the drawer, but they weren't putting them out because each store only had like 3 titles. And so I was just going around, hey, man, you got any PSP titles? Like, oh, yeah, let me see what I got. And it's like, oh, yeah, I got some Vita games right here. And yeah, I snagged a lot of that. I got a lot of Vita titles like that. But you can't do that shit now. Nobody's got Vita now. Vintage stock, you go into vintage stock, they might have like 2 like sports games. I always see like MLB 13 on the Vita, something like that. And so Vita games are just so hard to come by in the wild that when you see them on, oh yeah, I gotta leave my house lights off. Okay. Messing up my girlfriend and her friend upstairs. Okay.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on? Howdy do, boo. What's up? You on the stream? You can say hello to the stream if you want. Oh, where y'all about to go? Oh yeah, I forgot. You already told me. Never mind. Tell hey, I said hey. But yeah, like I said, they were getting rid of the PSP TV because no one cared about them. And then all of a sudden, everybody cared about them because they found out how well you can mod them and all that good stuff. So, unless she forget me, then don't tell her, hey. Oh, she remember you. Hey, Peter says, hey. Mr. Waves and Games, he says hello.
Oh, hey.
She says, what's up? Yeah. Huh?
Did I leave my jewelry down here?
Does not ring a particular bell.
I definitely left my necklace down here.
You definitely left the necklace. It's sitting over there somewhere. Yeah, it's look, man, this is what I got to do to get it off out here.
Oh my God.
I can't move if I could move the camera around, I'll show you how I've destroyed the basement just to get this frame right here. But it was worth it. Actually, hold on, guys. If you check, where'd I put your damn necklace?
Where did you put my damn necklace?
Oh, is it right here?
No, that's yours. Mine was right next to yours.
Yeah, I grabbed them both.
Oh my God, it's over here.
Oh, it fell? Okay. Okay, also, you might want to check the gear room in there. The bracelets might be in there. So like I said, I was trying to beat the deadline to get the stream started. So things is crazy down here right now. So anyway, other game I got on the PS Vita. So yeah, that shot looks awesome. Yeah, I tore up my game room to get it. So also this Batman game, Batman what's it called? Batman Arkham Origins Black Game. This is actually a dope game. I remember seeing gameplay from it originally, and it just looked like a side-scrolling Batman. I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably, kind of a watered-down Batman experience. But no, it's a fantastic game on the PS Vita, and it works just like an Arkham game with the countering and all of that stuff. It's dope. Did you find it? Yeah. It was over there, wasn't it, by the hat? Yeah. You look lovely. I'm not going to flip the camera on you. I would, though. No, I'm not going to do that.
I have my phone in my hands when I'm down here.
You did not.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
Interrupt your stream.
Oh, you're not interrupting the stream. You're part of the gang here, just like my cats, our cats. So, yeah. They was chasing each other, hissing earlier. Y'all good? I don't need y'all fighting. It was about to knock my light over. Was testing out some Xbox 360s and played Arkham Origins, and I got sucked in and played it for a couple of hours. Yeah, the Arkham games are dope. So I don't know why I thought this one wasn't going to be good, but it's like a 2.5D like beat 'em up game, and it's fantastic. The gameplay from the console versions are somehow ported over. It's adapted to this PSP game very well, and so it's a blast. And I was playing it on the Vita TV, but then there's a certain part where you need a touchpad, like you need the touchpad, and so I couldn't go further. So that's why I want to mod my one of my PlayStation TVs, because you can there's a mod on there where you can, because they didn't really make them incompatible, they just blacklisted a ton of games. And so I can put all those games on the whitelist, and then you can use a PS4 controller. You can use it, has a touchpad and gyroscopic technology. So I don't know why they would blacklist all these games, because when you use it like that, you can play like 99% of them perfectly. Even games that use the camera, there's workarounds to that too. So I don't know why they blacklisted like 60% of the games on the Vita. It doesn't make any sense. Wonder if Arkham Origins console is going to go up in price. WB kind of seems to pretend it never existed. I wonder that too. And Arkham Origins was good. Like, it had to follow up Arkham, City, which was absolutely fantastic. But Arkham Origins, it didn't really introduce anything new, but you got a bigger area to move around. The same great graphics, the same great gameplay, the same great combat. Like, it's a great game. So I don't know if it'll ever go up in price. I feel like it sold a bunch of copies, but then it dropped in price pretty quickly. So if it did rise in price, it'd be some BS, because there's a ton of copies of Arkham Origins floating around. Ironically, I don't think I own it though. So I got the Arkham games on PS3, so I'll have to find Arkham Origins on PS3 and add that to the collection if I don't have it already, that is. But yeah, I wonder if that'll be the case. So let's see how long we've been going here with this joint. Can I see? I'll probably have to pull it up on YouTube to see wherever my phone went. Oh, so I'm sad, but we've been out here getting these in. I still got probably about 10 more games to go. We are moving on to the final section now, which is PS4. But honestly, there's some other stuff I got to show y'all real quick too that's unrelated. There was one more PS3 game that I got a long time ago and just never. I was gonna put it in the last pickups video and then forgot it, and so I told myself I'd add it to this one. So this is kind of big on the PlayStation 2 or on the PlayStation 3, and more specifically the PlayStation Move. I got this Cabela's Survivor game, Survival Shadows of Katami, from Cabela's. And like I said, PlayStation Move compatible, comes with the sharpshooter, not unlike the one I got with SOCOM on the PlayStation Move. This one has like a little scope attachment. Does it show it there? Yeah, it's got a little scope attachment on there. And if you can see the price, I got it for $25. They had this one in the box and then another one at Vintage Stock. And I was looking at both of them, and from what I could tell, this one seems to be more of a cinematic experience. It's kind of got like a story and like more of a story, and more. It seems like it might be more than just like pointing and shooting at animals, light gun style. So I picked it up first, and I said I'll grab this one next week, and then this week, and then next week I'll come back and get the other one. And when I went back for the other one, it was gone, which is funny because these were boxes that I always seen there. They just had them on the floor there, next to the PS3 section, and that's why they look kind of rough. But they were trying to sell them for like $50 forever, and nobody was buying them. And so they were literally sitting on that floor for like probably a year or so. And then when they dropped them down to 25, I guess that was enough to get people, curious. But like I said, I already have the sharpshooter. The other game, you can buy the game standalone for like $5, the other one in the series. And it was just in a box like this with this gun. And since I already have this gun now, I don't really need the other box set. I was just going to get it because it was so cheap. But if I really desire to play the other game, I can buy it by itself for like $5. So, okay, looking at the comments. I've been picking up a ton of PS1 and 2 games, lots of heavy hitter RPGs like Breath of Fire 3 and 4. I want Breath of Fire 4 for the OG PlayStation. That was one of my favorites. Vagrant Story, I got that. Xenogears, I managed to get that too back in the day. Those are fantastic games as well. Ken says, I've never seen that game before. I feel like I've probably seen it. I've never seen that package before. And so I was going to go ahead and scoop it up if it's dope. It's something that I would like to talk about. Y'all know I still plan on doing a PlayStation Move video as well. Again, the PlayStation Move is what got me into making YouTube videos in the first place because I think the PlayStation Move is dope. And then on Metal Jesus's PlayStation 3 buying guide, he and Kelsey Lewin started bashing the PlayStation Move, and I was butthurt about it, so I was going to make a response. And I'm like, man, I'm going to just I think I put a response in there that nobody paid attention to, so I'm like, okay, bet. Me and my naivete at the time, I'm like, okay, I'm going to just make a video, talk about the PlayStation Move, show everybody how cool it is, and then they'll know that it's cool. And then I made a video, I'm like, wow, this video is hot ass. This is a terrible video. I'm like, wait a second, I don't know anything about making videos. So then I started making YouTube videos and start my journey of learning how to make good YouTube videos. And so now I think my skill set is to the point where I feel like I can make that video now. So I do plan on making that video. Your blue light is off. I don't know if you knew that. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. Battery probably died. That's the only thing I don't like about this light. It uses these are the Sony, like the NPW whatever batteries. They're super common. I got a bunch of them. And so I got them for like my wireless monitors and stuff like that. And there is a cord that I can buy where I can plug this directly into like a wall or whatever. But I haven't bought that cord yet. So I usually use batteries. I haven't charged any of those batteries in forever. So I didn't even think about that. So it died on me. Which sucks because the shot was cooler with it on. I'll be right back. Hold on just a second, guys. Just a second. And now I got to step over this mess that I made. Yes. Oh, this is really bad. Shelby, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I messed up the basement. That was bad news. Okay, I'm coming back. Oh my Jesus. Oh my God. I'm gonna die. So, first off, got another battery to keep that party going. First off. Second off, I did want to show you guys this too. This is the other like large item that I bought. And it's not really a game, but game related. So from Target is selling these Xbox One replica mini refrigerators. I don't know if you guys have seen these. It's kind of neat though. It looks like a giant Xbox Series X, and it holds up to 12 ounce soda cans. So that's pretty neat. You can only get these at Target, and they are like $100 a piece. So if you're interested, they are there. That being said, you can get them on Amazon or Mercari as well, but it's just people buying them from Target and then selling them there for $200. So I I got that probably a month or two ago. And honestly, it's okay. Honestly, I wish it were bigger. Okay. Let's see. Is that brick wall natural or is that a drop? Yeah, this is a drop. This is vinyl. Yeah. But sometimes it looks pretty real. But yeah, I just it's I got a white brick one too behind this, and then I got my Star Wars one behind it as well. My Star Wars one honestly looks pretty dope. It's like the Death Star and stuff in the back. I was planning on doing more Star Wars content on this channel, and so I bought that backdrop specifically for my Star Wars content. I made one Ultra Sabers lightsaber video, and then haven't touched Star Wars since. But with all the Star Wars stuff going on, I definitely want to talk more Star Wars in the near future. A lot of, in my opinion, good things. You know, the Star Wars fandom is one of the most toxic fandoms like in existence. So yeah, people were losing their crap over those like a year ago. For sure, I just randomly saw one a couple of months ago and I bought it. Honestly, it's honestly not that dope. I mean, it's kind of cool. It has working lights and stuff. Also has 2 working USB ports on it. So that's pretty dope. So I can plug like when I'm down here on my phone, I can plug it into my fridge if I need juice and charge up my phone. So that's kind of neat. But have I watched Obi-Wan? I have. I have not watched the latest episode though, because this week I've been house sitting for my girlfriend's mom. And that's why I haven't got this live stream. I was supposed to do this live stream like a week ago, but that's why I didn't get to it, because I honestly haven't been at the house much in the last week. So we've been over there. It's got a dog and stuff. I'm probably about to go back over there again after I end the stream to go check on the dog. I might bring him over here because I don't want to be over. Oh, hey, Kona. The cats hate that dog too. So I'm sorry. I'm about to traumatize y'all because I'm probably going to bring him here because I don't want to spend the night over there. So say, yeah, let's see. Are you coming up in August for the next KC game swap? Man, I don't know. I want to, because you got some good stuff at the last one. But August is right when school starts for me. And that's when I'm at my brokest. Okay, so I saved up some money and got some money saved up for the summer. I've been living off that / working, at my rec center job as well. But it doesn't pay nearly as much as what I make from the school. And also, we are planning a trip to South Korea in late September, early October. So that's where a lot of my money is going. So I may not have the funds to do it, but we'll see. So, but yeah, I've watched Obi-Wan. I have liked it. Okay, I don't know. There are some issues. The Grand Inquisitor looks stupid. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. What's up with that man's head? Okay, that's not how Utapauans look. And I know the Grand Inquisitor debuted in Star Wars Rebels, and it was a cartoon and whatever. But if you remember Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, when Obi-Wan tracks Grievous to Utapau, you meet the Utapauans, and they are live action, and they look like they're supposed to look with the thin, elongated heads and stuff like that. So, and not only the thin, elongated heads, but they also have like razor sharp teeth. And so they just changed dude up completely. It was kind of weird, but whatever. Stuff I can look past. That latest episode is the best one yet. Right on. Yeah, I can't even with the Star Wars movies or fan base anymore. Yeah, it's wild, man. People talking about the third sister because she's black, and for whatever reason, black people can't be in space for some reason. It's some crazy stuff. People are weird, man. People are weird, and then people, mad because like women are getting lead acting roles and stuff. Like, it's so weird. Like, some of the fan base is like super weird. Kona, what are you doing? He's right under the camera here. He's shaking. Where you better not throw up. If you throw up, I'm gonna be so mad. But yeah, it's a weird fandom. Like I said, I enjoy the fact that because the more new Star Wars media that comes out, even though they change a bunch of stuff, they do canonize a bunch of other stuff, in particular, a bunch of stuff from the Old Republic era. And so I'm waiting for them to drop that Old Republic content for us because I need more of that. So you can get juice for your body and your phone from that fridge. Heck yeah. So yeah, the fridge, it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, I wish it were bigger. I wish it held more stuff. I can get 12 cans, 12 ounce cans in there. So that's enough for me. My biggest problem with it though is it's cool. Like the first couple of days you turn it on, it gets cold, it makes your stuff ice cold. I love it. But then after say maybe like 5 days or so, condensation will build at the top of the fridge on the inside, and then that condensation will turn into ice. And once it freezes over, then it doesn't cool off. It doesn't keep the stuff in the fridge as cool as it does. And then it starts to get loud. It starts to like kind of grind, makes this weird grinding sound. Kind of sounds like the Dreamcast when you boot up a disc, and the Dreamcast, it kind of sounds like that, but worse. And so after that, it's in my camera room. I don't even have it plugged in. I was gonna have it sitting here. It's gonna be on the shelf, and it was gonna be all cute. And I have guests come over and, oh, bro, yeah, get you a drink or whatever, and it was gonna be dope. But I don't even have the damn thing plugged up anymore. So honestly, I'm probably gonna sell it. If people are buying it for $200, I'll sell it for $2. Nah, probably not. But I would like to sell it. You know, if these things rise in price, I'll probably sell mine for $100 so I could at least make my money back. Like I said, for $100, I can get a much better mini fridge on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace for $100. So let's see the latest episode. Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on Reva? Good and bad. Like I said, first of all, I think her design is dope. I think she looks cool as an Inquisitor. She looks cool. I know this latest episode that I haven't seen yet dives into her backstory more, so I don't know much about her character, you know, other than that. She's kind of whiny. She's kind of like comically ambitious, you know what I mean? But honestly, I think she's okay. You know, she's kind of like it just goes to show kind of like the difference between Inquisitors and like full-fledged like actual Sith. Like, because they're not supposed to be that good. Like the Inquisitors are basically meant to hunt down Padawans and low-level Jedi Knights. When somebody like Obi-Wan shows up, they're supposed to go get Darth Vader or go get the Grand Inquisitor or something like that. Otherwise, they would get their ass kicked. And but training in the dark side and this and that, they're gonna try to rise above their station by saying, I can do it, I can take them. And honestly, some of the Inquisitor were Jedi who were caught and brainwashed by being tortured from the dark side for long periods of time, and they became Inquisitors. So some of the Inquisitors would actually be quite tough. But if we're talking about the children of the Force, the Inquisitor, the children that the Empire snatched up, on the hills of Order 66, then those that were trained up, they weren't meant to be that good. Because you think about it, if you got a whole gang of Inquisitors who are nearly as strong as Darth Vader, then Darth Vader and Palpatine could be overthrown, right? So they, you don't want them to be that good. Let Vader deal with all the actual high-ranking Jedi masters and council members and all that, and let them, run around and, kill all the low-level, weakling Jedi. Like that's what their purpose was. So I like that she's flawed, and she's kind of like, you can tell like it's levels to this, and she's not on the same level as even the Grand Inquisitor or Vader and all that, but they're not supposed to be either. So just like when we seen in Star Wars Rebels, the Inquisitors, the brother and sister, were giving Ezra and Kanan a hard time, but as soon as they ran into Ahsoka, they got their asses handed to them. Because that's what's supposed to happen. You find and Ahsoka was always a prodigy in her own right. She was trained under Anakin Skywalker. So even as a Padawan, she was stronger than many actual Jedi Knights, So in her current state, like, you'd have to get a Vader or somebody to try to challenge her. You wouldn't be able to do it with low-level Inquisitors. So, so that's the same issue the mini fridges in my freshman dorms had. Once a week, you'd see a mini fridge defrosting on a balcony. Yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to unplug it. But that's not what I want to, because I don't be drinking, I don't drink pop like that. If I have like some juice or something in 12-ounce cans, I don't be like, I don't be drinking like that fast enough to where, what I'm saying? Like, I'll buy like a 12-pack and it'll take me like 3 weeks to get through the whole 12 pack. It'll sit in my fridge upstairs or whatever the case. So I need a mini fridge that's going to be able to, like, you know, chill for a bit without messing up. So that's lame. So yeah, it's, you know, I bought it on a whim. So I didn't know anything about the pandemonium for it or anything until after I bought it. And then I looked and saw people trying to flip it on eBay and Mercari for like twice its going rate. But I'm like, damn, you can literally still buy these brand new right now for $100. So all right, let's get back into these pickups, this PS4 stuff. Ken's Games Collection, if you're still in the house, shout out to you. I got this game because you reviewed it. This is Indivisible on the PS4. I've been looking for this for a while, too. I always see it on the Xbox One, but I almost never see it on PS4, and that's where I wanted it. Found this in the pawn shop, too. And if you look, it's actually sealed. So I got it sealed for $10. But the seal is also breaking in a couple of parts. You know, the paper is starting to rip out. So, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and break the seal, because I bought it to play it anyway. There we go. But that's dope. I know the game is brand new, so that's cool. But Indivisible, it's a action RPG. It looks like it mixes RPG and side-scrolling platform elements, and that's dope. It's got a really cool cel-shaded look and art style. I don't know how well you can see it on the back. Oh yeah, Kenneth Stiller says it's a great game, great deal for $10 new and sealed. Yeah, like they just had it laying there in the pawn shop, and I mean the seal was kind of messed up. It had been like probably in some rust spots, probably thrown around all over the place. But like I said, I know it's in good condition because I just broke the seal on it. So yeah, I'm excited to try that out. I've been looking for it ever since I saw it on your channel, but I wanted it for PS4, and every time I would see it, I would see it on the Xbox One. And I'm like, yes, I do need more games for my Xbox One, but I really don't want to play this on the Xbox One. So yeah, never heard of it. What game is that? Yeah, it's a dope game. It's a like I said, it's a side-scrolling platformer / RPG, and it looks fantastic. 505 Games is the developer. They made games like they are chasing each other again, fighting. They made such games like the Payday games, like Payday 2, that me and my brother play together all the time. Fantastic multiplayer game. So Zabal says, I'm excited for Jedi Survivor. The first game was so good. It was so good. And I saw a screenshot, so is it true they put a Cal Kestis in the Obi-Wan TV show? That's dope. All they have to do is build upon the greatness and maybe include some cool cameos. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it plays fantastic. So I'm not even sure what they could do to make the game better. Because honestly, I was skeptical. One of the things I was skeptical, I was like, oh, well, how's the combat system going to be? Maybe give me some more like in the way of parrying, you know, in lightsaber combat, something like that. And maybe, I don't know, like maybe make that better. But I was worried about it because the Jedi Knight games, in my opinion, are the pinnacle of Star Wars games that allow you to play as a Jedi. Star Wars The Force Unleashed, those games were good, but in my opinion, the combat was not as good as the Jedi Knight games. And this game, Fallen Order is the name of the first game. Fallen Order, fantastic with the combat. It's weighty, it's heavy, like feels realistic. Like I think I would like to see more in the way of like acrobatics and stuff like that. You know, sprinkle a little Devil May Cry in there in that battle system, you know, to make it more like I'm playing as like a force. Well, then I get it. Cal Kestis, again, he's more of like that Kanan Jarrus type. You know, he's a Padawan that escaped, so he wasn't fully trained and all that. But now that he's got some moves, you know, like let me see more to show his, you know, his mastery with his connection to the Force. Like I would like to see that. Said not Cal Kestis. Oh, okay. But there's a mention of Quinlan Voss and Obi-Wan. Yeah, there is. I saw that in that place where he's in the underground and he sees that Quinlan Voss been there. Somebody, that language is something that you can go on and you can go on the internet and see what all the symbols and words mean. And one of the names that was on that list was Caleb Doom, which of course is the real name of Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels. So Caleb Doom, after he separated from Depa Billaba, he went through that same area too to escape, and probably where he got his new identity of Kanan Jarrus and all that stuff. So that's cool. Like they put that in there too. I also saw the scene where he was in the tomb in the Imperial Inquisitorius or whatever. They did my boy Tara Sinube. They did him dirty, had him up in there all messed up. That's sad. That's sad because I like Tara Sinube from the Clone Wars TV show on Cartoon Network. So yeah, they did him dirty like that. But it makes sense though. He was on Coruscant when Order 66 was given, so it makes sense. And knowing him, I'm sure he died trying to help other people get to safety. So it makes sense that they caught him. All right, moving along here. Yeah, see, we 8 o'clock. I knew I'm rambling too much. But if you've seen my latest video, you've seen these two pickups. First off, Gravity Rush Remastered. For whatever reason, I don't own this on the PlayStation Vita, despite collecting for the Vita. This is one of the must-have games on the system, in my opinion. It's quintessential. I don't own it for some reason or the other. And now it's super expensive. It's like $60. And so, but I found this for like $45 at GameStop. So I'm like, you know what? PS4 version, let me go ahead and get that. The cool thing about this also, if you see there in the corner, it's remote play. So I can play this game on my Vita if I want to get the Gravity Rush experience on the PlayStation Vita. So yeah, this is remastered, updated graphics and all that stuff, updated controls and all that. So I had to get that. Honestly, I don't see this game hardly ever in the wild anymore. So I do believe that this is going to be like Grail level perhaps in the future. And if it is, then so will the sequel. So Gravity Rush 2, like I said, these are usually more than I like to spend on games because I spent $45 for Gravity Rush and I think I spent $35 for this one. But I said, you know what? At the time I had the money, I'm like, man, let me just spend it and get it out the way. Now I don't have to think about them anymore. They're in the collection. I ain't got to think about them anymore. If they rise in price, cool. I already got them. And I do think that these games are going to rise in price because they are quite uncommon, honestly, at least in my neck of the woods. I don't know how it is for you guys. I never see these in the wild anymore. And so Waves is I got to get the kids to bed, chill stream. Look forward to more. Ken says, love your taste in games. Absolutely, man. I got a lot of my recommendations from you. So, but yeah, Pete, we'll see you later, man. Yeah, like I said, it's good to be back on YouTube. I took a long hiatus. And it was crazy because I wasn't even watching people's channels. Like I wasn't even watching YouTube. I was just not doing nothing. I was completely just unplugged. And so, Matthew says they also closed the studio. Yeah, if that's the case, yeah, then definitely if y'all don't have these, get these yesterday. Okay, because they are only going to go up from here. I can look. Let me see what Game Mind price charting has these at now. Because like I said, I know these are kind of rising up. They're rising up back on the streets. Let's see. Oh, I haven't logged them yet. Okay, yeah, I haven't even put these in yet, so I don't know what they're going for. But like I said, I'm sure they're going for quite a bit. Actually, I can just... You got the barcode. Oh, I hate the GameStop covers the barcodes, so you can't barcode scan. This one's not this one's not. Let me just scan this real fast and see what it's going for. Yeah, so this one's $45 now. Like I said, I paid $35 for it, so I already got that back. And then the first Gravity Rush is going for what? But yeah, I didn't even know that about the studio closing. So yeah, I mean, so we'll never see another reprint or anything like that. So yeah, the remastered is also going for 45. The PlayStation Vita version is at 52 right now. So it's actually come down from where it was before. But like I said, when I got this one, that one was sitting at like 60 plus. So I'm like, man, you know what? Let me just go ahead and buy this while it's right here in front of me. And yeah, go on and get that knocked out. So let's say I got those. And coming down here to my last little stack of PS4 games. Okay, so first up here. Oh, this I also got in that game store in Newton. Again, Newton, Kansas is like 30 minutes north of where I live. This is near Automata. This is the Game of the Year edition. And like I said, he had it at a great price at $9.99 because this is definitely going for more than that. The original version I got near Automata. This is like one of my favorite games, and so I wanted to get the Game of the Year edition. So now that I got it, I'll sell that one and try to get this $10 back. Free upgrade. Like I said, it's a fantastic game. The Nier series is great, and now all I need to get is Replicant. I still need to get Nier Replicant, and then I'll be good. I'll be good on that series. Let's see, this one here. Dungeons and Dragons, okay, Dark Alliance. So this game is an action RPG, kind of like hack and slash, fast-paced action. I was playing it. I love this game. Okay, the other D&D games, this game got a lot of backlash because it was actiony. It wasn't as much RPG elements as some of the other games in the series. And they also bitched about the fact that you couldn't pick your own character and all of that. You play as predetermined characters. But like I said, you play as Drizzt. Like Drizzt Do'Urden, like he's one of the coolest characters that like and honestly, I wasn't that much into D&D. Like I knew a little bit about it, but my girl, she's hardcore into it. She pretends like she's not, but I know she was at some point back in the day because in her room she's got all of these books like by R.A. Salvatore, and it's cute. We've been reading through the Dark Elf trilogy, that Drizzt is from, and so that's cool. We're halfway through the second book right now, so we read that every night together. And I wanted some more Drizzt in my life, so I found out about this game. The other game that I got in my last pickups video that I picked up with you, Andre, in Kansas City, that was it Dark Omen or whatever it is on the PS2, like that's also takes place in the same universe. You meet Drizzt in that game, but you can't play as him. This one you get to play as him, and his little lion Guinevere, like panther rather, like you can use that to attack people and all that stuff. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Like it's a great game. Like I said, it's not what people were wanting as far as like the RPG elements and the pick your own adventure elements, but you got all the other games for that. All the other games do that. So don't bitch about this one. Go play one of the other ones. This game is dope, okay? And because everybody hated it, this game is like $10. So that was a great game. If you need something, that plays, I needed my, my Skyrim fix. Now we got Elden Ring out now. But before that, I needed something like that. And that was, that was scratching that itch. And it honestly has a better combat system than Skyrim. So we need that new Elder Scrolls game. Like Skyrim is feeling quite dated now, unless of course you're playing with all the mods and stuff. But let's see what else. This game here, Power Rangers, Battle of the Grid. This one I wanted to get ever since it came out, and I never got around to it. And luckily I didn't, because they got this super edition that's got all the DLC characters and everything. So I got everything in one fell swoop. Oh, this is also going for pretty cheap. Like I got this like $20. I just picked it up at GameStop. And it's starting to go back up in price, I think, now. So there's that. But it's a great fighting game. I don't know if you guys have played this, but I like this a lot. And playing as all the Power Rangers across all the different eras. Let's see. Andre says it took me a while to get the first Nier. Yeah, the first one. For a while, that game was rare and uncommon. Like for a while, it was hard to get. And I got the first Nier on PS3, I think. And from what I understand, Nier Replicant is kind of like a retelling of that game or something like that. But like I said, I'm here for it. I love the Nier series. Okay, got 3 more games here, and then I got to get out of here. So let's see. Here we go. Seven Deadly Sins, Knights of Britannia. I started watching just started watching this anime like a couple of days ago because I bought this game like a month ago, and I'm like, man, before I play it, I want to know more about the characters, and so this seems to be a pretty good game. I'm excited to try it out. For the most part, I'm digging the anime. You know, it's got some of the standard tropes in Japanese anime that I'm uncomfortable with, like sexual assault, like very very light hints of sexual assault and just being all over pervy, but it's pretty good though. I'm excited to play it. It looks like a standard like action RPG hack and slash stuff. Y'all know that's how I get down. Love it. This is another game that I wanted when it first came out and I didn't get it, and I'm also glad I didn't get it because they now have a collector's or anniversary edition of Streets of Rage 4. So if you didn't know this was out, definitely go get this. Again, this has a bunch of extra content on it, new playable characters and missions and all of that stuff. And like I said, it makes an already great game better. So like I said, this I saw quietly start popping up at GameStops for $35, but luckily my friends at CD Trade Post had it for $25. So I was hesitant because I was looking at it, I'm like, man, 35, that's kind of high though. And I'm like I wasn't sure if I wanted to pull the trigger on 35. And I kept trying to tell myself, dude, hurry up and buy it. Hurry up and buy it. It's just going to disappear one day and then you're not going to have it. And then CD Trade Post had it for 25. And I said, that's the price I want. So I was like, deal. So thank you, friends at CD Trade Post. John, I got that from your store. And the final game here in the collection that helped me get to 1,000 games. Also on the PS4, let's see. Real quick, let me check some comments. Just one. Joe Casey says, I missed out on the Game Boy Advance. I'm learning how good some of those. Dude, Game Boy Advance was straight heat, especially when it came to beat 'em ups. Like they had a lot of good. They had a River City Ransom game, Double Dragon games on there. They had a Gaikido game on there, which Gaikido came out on the PlayStation 1. Fantastic game. I got it over there somewhere. Picked that up like in the last year or so. So glad because I bought it right before it shot up in price. But there is a Gaikido game on the Game Boy Advance. It's like tells the continuation of that story. Fantastic side-scrolling beat 'em up. Yeah, the Game Boy Advance got busy with the beat 'em ups, and again, it's a system I don't collect for either. It's just because like I got so many machines like my OG Xbox that's not working currently that I need to get fixed, but my Wii U, soon to be my PlayStation TV. Like I got all these systems that can emulate these games fairly easily. So it's like, do I still want to be out here looking for them? Like if I find them for the cheap, probably yes, especially if it's games that I used to play back in the day. Like I got both Golden Sun games, fantastic RPGs like Golden Sun and Golden Sun 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Like, man, yeah, the Game Boy Advance was definitely the SNES 2.0 on steroids. Like, it was fantastic. It was a great system. In my opinion, the Game Boy Advance is my favorite Nintendo handheld system. And I would take that over DS, 3DS, all that stuff. So, good old complete games. Yeah, man, been playing GBA, trying to finish Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I love Tactics Advance. My kids play it before school in the morning. Doesn't need to download updates or require Wi-Fi. Facts. Yeah, man, the good old days. Hell yeah. The games that are complete like they're supposed to be. But yeah, Tactics Advance is awesome. Like it took place in the world of Ivalice, like, and so it was in the same universe as Final Fantasy 12. But it's Tactics game is dope. It was fantastic. Did you ever play Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions on the PSP? I have it. I heard it's supposed to be the definitive edition of Final Fantasy Tactics that we got on the PlayStation 1. But yeah, so I got that on the PSP. And I don't know if I showed that in my last pickups video. Actually, if I didn't, then yeah, I got that also. But yeah, good stuff. All right, guys, we are winding down to the final game on today's pickups. And like I said, okay, yeah, show the fridge and all that other stuff. So yeah, this is the last thing I'm going to show tonight before I get up out of here. Because honestly, guys, like I've been like I got this whole bowl here. You know, I've been trying to be professional. Honestly, I didn't want to eat. I wanted to eat, but I didn't want to be crunching and munching, y'all seeing corn in my teeth and all that crap throughout the whole stream. So I've been holding it off, man. I took a couple little bites here and there, but I'm ready to devour this. So I'm gonna show this game and get up out of here. Last game on the pickups. And this game, this is crazy. Okay, so real fast, every game in this series is super expensive. Like you can't find any game in this series for under $100. Okay, so when I saw this in my local GameStop, Leslie, I got this at your store. When I saw this for $35, I jumped on it. This game is on the PS4. Of course, it did not come out in America. So they got a Japanese version, they got a PAL version. The PAL version is English, like the North American version would have been if we got it. But this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven. And honestly, this game also came out on the PlayStation 3 as well, but it's Japanese only on the PlayStation 3. So on the PS4, they re-released it and it's Japanese and PAL territories. So thankfully, the PS3 and 4 are, you know, region free. And so, but yeah, the PS3 version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I remember I saw that at CD Trade Post years ago for like 35, 45 bucks. And I'm like, nope, that's too expensive. And now that game is like $100, $120. PS1 version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is like 150, 180. And then the Dreamcast version, I mean, you're looking at like 250 for that one. So yeah, man, all these games are expensive. So right now you can get this game, you can get the PAL version for under 40 bucks. And it's got a ton of characters in it. It's got a exclusive story. It's also got some online co-op stuff to it. Like it's got some dope stuff. You need to get this game because this game definitely will shoot up in price. And if you remember my tips for collecting future rare games, that's one way to figure it out. Like every game in the series is expensive. This one's going to be expensive. Like, and from what I hear, it's just as good as the other ones. Again, this is a port from the PlayStation 3 version that didn't get released outside of Japan. So this one didn't either. It came to Japan and PAL, but not North America. So again, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, y'all need to get that. Let's see. Fact stores I bought. Yep, looked at that game and Game Swap. It's not really on my list though. Yeah, man, like I would get this sooner rather than later because, like I said, it's gonna be expensive, and the Japanese version might be slightly less expensive when this game gets rare. But you know, like I said, if I can get it in English, you know, I'd rather have the English because I'm sure you got Japanese on this one too. So you know, get the PAL version whenever I can if the English, the North American version isn't available. But yeah, so I went ahead and copped that. And like I said, I was surprised to just see it locally in the shop. So somebody had traded it in. So I don't know, but I'll take that. But guys, that's it, man. That's all the pickups. Like, it's been a while since I did a pickups video, so I know that was a lot. But I mean, I honestly don't buy games that often. So I might get one game a week or one game every other week or two games every other week or something like that. You know, we had 1,000 now, but like I said, I've been collecting for 7 years. And when I started collecting, I already had like 100 games. Remember that 101 games when I said, you know what, I'm gonna start collecting games again. And yeah, got the other rest of them like over this last years. And you know, we out here now. So like I said, honestly, I don't expect my collection to get a whole lot bigger than this. I don't collect third gen or fourth gen. That's NES, Super NES, Genesis, all the stuff. I don't collect all those. I emulate those now. No way I'm spending those high prices for games that play, you know, perfect, you know, with the right emulator and the right ROM. I'm just not going to do it. You know, all the NES games I got are the games I had as a kid, so I don't really need to go back and find them because we just never got rid of them. By the time we wanted to get rid of them, it wasn't cool at the time to have NES, and so we went and got no money for them anyway. So it was just like, we'll just keep them. So I remember that because this is like '98. This is like PlayStation 1 era was popping, and so you know, NES games, Super NES games, dirt cheap. Genesis game dirt cheap because they was trading in all that shit to get N64 stuff, PlayStation 1, and in some cases the Saturn. But yeah, like nobody wanted the stuff we had, so we just kept it. And so my whole NES collection is basically all the games we owned when we were kids growing up with our NES. So I don't know how they all ended up with me. I honestly can't remember. why they ended up with me and not my older brother or one of my other brothers or whatever the case. But I ended up keeping them and, holding on to them. So I don't really collect those. PlayStation 1, y'all know I'm about PlayStation 1. That's the system that really got me into games. And so I got, like I said, my PlayStation 1 collection is sitting at like 120. I got 120 of all my favorite games. I don't collect N64 because I never really owned one. Like I said, I got the rare replay on Xbox One. That's my N64 collection. That basically covers everything I need for the most part, save for like Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, that stuff. But whatever. Not a big loss. So yeah, my PS2 collection is almost done. I feel like I got, like I said, I got all the PS3 heavy hitters, got all that stuff before it started popping. Die is in the house. Yo, hope you're good. Yeah, what's up, man? What's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm about to get out of here, though. I can't pronounce your name. Die Gyakusatsu? Gyakusatsu? I don't know. My Japanese is terrible, but yeah, like I said, that Xbox, their OG Xbox is like 5 games I want on that. I got an incomplete copy of Utagi 2, so I want a complete copy of that. And I want that. I want Cannon Spike. I got Outrun 2, but I want Outrun Coast to Coast, although I do have Coast to Coast on the PlayStation 2, so no big deal if I don't get that. But Utagi, Cannon Spike, games I really do want left on the Xbox. And that's, I don't know, there's probably a couple that I can't think of. 360, I'm pretty much done with 360. I said PS3, I'm pretty much done. There's a few imports that I want, some games on the PS4. My Xbox is almost done because basically my Xbox One, I just want the exclusives on that. I keep my Xbox One mainly for backwards compatible purposes, stuff like that. So yeah, man, we out here. I might get into I said it right. Yeah, right on. Perfect. So I might get into PS5 once it becomes readily available. Like at this point, I'm over PS5. Like I don't care if I ever get one at this point, So like I said, I don't think, I could see myself adding maybe another 100 to 200 games to the collection. That's pretty much it. I don't need 5,000 games. I'll never play 5,000 games. I'll never do it. I'll never play what I got, probably. Modane is in the house. What's going on, boss? Welcome to the stream. We're about to get out of here. I just got done showing everybody the games I've been collecting up to 1,000. Okay, we have some good highlights. I was just talking about this JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay, got Streets of Rage, the collector's edition or special edition, whatever you want to call it. That was a big one for me. The Gravity Rush games, got to talk about those. Those were good. Got to pick those up if you haven't. Indivisible was fantastic. Okay, so those are some of the bigger games I got. Of course, I finally got my definitive edition of Killer Instinct. That was dope. Picked that up for like $25. So I got to get the rest of these Armored Core games now before those shoot up in price. But yeah, Armored Core guys. And if y'all get a beat on one, let me know. But like I said, there's really only 3 more games in the Armored Core set that I need, that I want. Like I said, I don't need or want any of the PlayStation 1 games. But if I can get Verdict Day on the 360 and then those 2 that I'm missing on the PS2, we out here. We good. So Mondane says, I was feeling you on PS5, but releasing a video soon. Oh yeah, facts. Like I said, if I mean, for sure they're gonna release a slim version at some point. Okay. Hopefully when they release their pro version, it won't need to be as big as the current PS5. As time goes on, they'll get better at the technology and making it so they can put it in smaller packages without compromising, functionality or having it overheat, things like that. So like I said, I don't care to have a PS5. Damn thing's too big anyway. It wouldn't fit well in my game room. So when they release a slim version or whatever the case, I'll buy it, put it in there. And like I said, when it becomes readily available, you could go ahead. I could go ahead and start collecting games for it, I suppose. There's a couple of games on it that I wouldn't mind having on PS5. So I could go ahead and do that. And then when I got the system, I already got a bunch of games to play. So yes, the Armored Core, the PSP games. Yeah, the reason why I haven't been looking for those, Formula Front, I might get Formula Front, and that'd be the only one. The other ones are just ports of like Armored Core 3, and then Armored Core Silent Line. So they got an Armored Core 3 on PSP, and then they got an Armored Core Silent Line on PSP. And since I got them on the PS2, I don't really need those. But Formula Front is based on a game called Armored Core Formula Front that came out on the PS2, but only in Japan. So from what I understand, Formula Front plays a lot like Nine Breaker, where it's less story and more just focusing on the arena aspects and the combat, the competitive combat aspects of Armored Core. So yeah, I will get Formula Front. I don't think it's super expensive. So if I see Formula Front, I'll grab that one. But the other ones, I'm not too in a rush to grab because I basically got the console versions of them. I do want to do a video though, a PSP video, a PSP and PS2 video where I focus on a bunch of PSP ports that moved over, that got ported to the PS2, because those, I mean, they look slightly better in the graphics. They control better in most cases because they gave it dual analog support. Like what's that game? The Arctic Edge. What's the name of that game series? It's a racing series. I can't think of it, but Arctic Edge was the one that came out on PSP, and then they ported it to the PS2. Of course, the Liberties, the Grand Theft Auto games, Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, those got ported to the PS2. Vice City Stories is crazy expensive on the PS2. I used to have it. I wish I hadn't got rid of it. My brother Aaron still got it. I might have to get that up off him. But Vice City Stories on the PS2 is like $150 now, unfortunately. So I'm waiting to catch somebody slipping on that. But that got ported to the PS2. It was awesome. The Siphon Filter games, Dark Mirror and Logan Shadow, got ported to the PS2. Let's see, Secret Agent Clank is another one. So I want to get those PS2 versions of those PSP games and then make a video where I talk about them. Motorstorm. Yeah, thank you. Motorstorm is the name of the series. Thank you. That was figuratively killing me. Yeah, PS5, no real exclusives yet. That's true. Yeah, there's not any game really that you can't get on the current systems. Like if I you know what I'm saying, if I play Elden Ring on the PS4 Pro, how much different really is it going to be from the PS5 version? You know, really, like, I mean, you know, I might maybe a higher frame rate, you know, slightly better, maybe sharper detail, you know, maybe a further draw distance, something like that, you know, but I don't think it's going to be crazy. I could be wrong. But I mean, TVs can only display in what they can display in. You know, at the end of the day, my TV doesn't go past a certain resolution. So if, you know, so yeah, I got 20 PS5 joints all for 10 off Amazon and eBay. I see them for 10, I buy. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, that's not a bad strategy, because then when the PS5 becomes readily available and it becomes cheaper, then you can buy the system and already have a collection to dive into. And like I said, it is nice that the PS5 is backwards compatible with the PS4, so you can play your entire PS4 library. And, you know, you might see graphical enhancements like we see with Xbox games on the Xbox Series X. That would be dope. But like I said, it's just not enough for me to break my neck trying to get a PS5 right now. Oh, yeah, I heard about the Crisis Core remake. Yeah, that's going to be lit. It'll be a good one to play as high as gen as you can. Yeah, that one, yeah, Crisis Core, yeah, that I'm hyped for that, because I love Crisis Core on the PSP. And unfortunately, that game is rising in price. Hopefully, the remake will make the price of that game go back down, so maybe more people can get it on the PSP if they want. So, yeah, I'm here for that. But yep, guys, we are right at the 2-hour mark, just about. We are 1 hour and 58 minutes, and I think my battery is starting to die because I didn't put a fresh battery in this 90D before I started streaming. So I think I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. Like I said, got to finish my foods out here, and like I said, I spared y'all all the gas that I'm inevitably, I didn't say that word right, inevitably going to get from eating this dinner. So I see it for 2 hours. I had to sit in front of me this delicious Chipotle goodness, and I barely touched it because I wanted to spare y'all that and spare myself that. Okay. So you have a good night. Di, you have a good night too, sir. looking forward. I gotta, like I said, I gotta check out your channel. I think I did check out your channel. Yeah, because you dropped that video where you were at the convention. I check you out, Modane. I gotta catch up on you. Like I said, a lot of you guys, like I haven't even been on YouTube really. Like I haven't been posting anything, but like I said, I also just haven't been I haven't been consuming much YouTube at all. I was just in a depression there for a little bit. Like I get seasonal depression like pretty bad. Like it was really bad this year. Um, so even though it's too hot to go outside, I need that sunshine in my life, and I need it to not get dark at 5:30 every day and be all cold and miserable and stuff. And like I said, I was working a lot. My girl was working a lot and going to school, so we weren't seeing that much of each other. And it was I don't know. It was just I got to the point where I wasn't feeling it, and then work got tougher because like we lost a bunch of teachers. Like some of them, I think like 3 of them quit, and then 2 of them retired. We lost like 5 teachers at once, and so I ended up getting my own, like doing a lot of substituting and filling in and stuff like that, and got to the point where I was making my own lesson plans and stuff like that. And so I got to the point like, man, like let me just shut off all of this because I wasn't making anything on my other YouTube channel either. So I was just like, man, let me just stop and freaking just focus on this. Let me just get to summer and then I'll get back in it. And lo and behold, as it got warmer and we got closer to summer, I started to feel better about myself, start to feel better, and start to get inspired and it got to the point where I started to want to make videos again. Cause for a while I felt like I was just going through the motions. I was just kind of forcing myself to get content out just so I can feed the algorithm. But so, like I said, I got to build all that back again. So if you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe. Okay. If you've been down with me for a while, appreciate it. I'm definitely going to be making more stuff. Okay. I'm starting off slow. I'm going to try to go back to at least 1 video a week and maybe another live stream. Only problem about live streams, I don't be having enough to talk about. So y'all got to help me out with that. But unless I'm showing pickups. But like I said, at my height, I was doing 2 videos and 1 live stream a week. I was getting it in. Like I was getting it in. And it got to, I was at like 1,000 watch time hours. And so I'm trying to get back up to 1,000 watch time hours. I think right now, I'm well below 400. I think I got like 250 on the watch time hours right now. So I'm trying to get back at it, man. I'm gonna get back there because I saw, my contemporaries, like Retro Rivals doing really well. Mr. Right Way is doing really well. Zap Crystal's doing really well. And there was a point where we were all kind of close in subscriber count and they just took off, and so that was really good. And one thing I think about though is, they got each other to, to rely on. It's nice to have a partner. And that's another video I want to do. We're going to talk about that. I don't want to say too much because that's probably going to be the next video that I'll drop. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite dynamic duos in the gamer sphere. So let's see. Yeah, pre-release like crazy. Only way to stay steady. Facts. Awesome chill stream. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. The metallic cover is worth a bit more. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. So yeah, I'll be out for those variants. Yeah, for Crisis Core, I'll do, and I don't buy a lot of what am I saying, collector's editions and stuff when they come out. I'll do it for Crisis Core though. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the series I would do it for. So get some episodes in the can so you have content for dark days. Yeah, for sure. That's what I need to do. Mr. Right Way, he's got to be doing it like batch streaming, just pick a day. I could have did it today. Well, I couldn't because I had to go up to the center day. But my next full day off, I want to just set up the camera and just shoot like 2 or 3, 4 videos, get them in, and just that way I can just edit them at a leisurely pace, and then I can get them out steady. Might keep some on the sidelines for whenever. Yeah, that was like I always admire YouTubers that can do that and content creators that can do that, just really be grinding it out. Because honestly, I'm making excuses. I can go harder if I wanted to, but I just don't be feeling like it. RIP to my boy Dr. Josh the Real Gamer. Like when he passed away, he had like 4 videos come out after he passed away. It was like some Tupac shit. Like, he's releasing content after he passed away, and it's because he had it all lined up. I had it all on this channel already uploaded, ready to just be released when the timer ran out, and like, so that was crazy. And that was just goes to show like how prolific he was as a creator. And so yeah, I'm trying to get on that level, but I don't know. So it's tough though. But yeah, that's it, man. Like I appreciate everybody hanging out. Let's see. I don't grind it out no more because I like folks to miss the game a little piece. And yeah, you know what? At the same time, yeah, that's nice too. It I like the feeling of like being back. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel even better about making content now because it's been a while since I was doing it. I've been doing it consistently. So yeah, and it's nice, and it's nice to talk to people again and see what's up. This live stream has been such a breath of fresh air because it's just nice to reconnect with y'all, and so that is a good thing about stepping away. You get to realize what you've been missing again, and so I appreciate it more. I definitely appreciate you guys. We had a lot of people come in and out of the stream today, and like that's cool, like considering that I haven't really been active with you guys. That's dope. Like I appreciate that a lot. So it means a lot to me. It really does. So but yeah, man, I don't even remember how to end this. I don't remember how to use my computer. It's been a while. Oh, okay, here we go. So yeah, guys, man, I do believe that's all I got for you. If you guys like this content, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Like I said, I'm gonna get that next video out shortly. And yeah, we will talk to y'all soon. Any last questions, comments, concerns, threats before we get out? Josh's awesome room says poopy. Oh man, did you just get here? Appreciate the positivity and kindness always, man. You guys are, you guys are legit. So yeah, for sure, for sure. Josh's awesome room. I'm sorry, man, you just missed us out here. But like I said, catch us on the rerun. I'm definitely going to be live streaming more regularly. So and this was my day back in the day. I always used to live stream on Sundays around 6 o'clock because Retro Rivals basically has Saturday, so I don't want to stream at the same time they do because I want to watch their stream. So yeah, I do Sundays. Now, I want to start doing it earlier too, so our friends across the pond can pop in. Like I said, Ken was in here, but I imagine it's pretty late where he's at. So so it's probably like after midnight where he's at. And he's staying up, popping in on stream. So I definitely want to drop we want to start live stream around 2-3 in the afternoon, so that way everybody can catch us. So we got to do a stream for you, homie. I'll jump on the camera. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would love to do a stream, me and you, and just talking shit about video games. I would love to do that. And that goes for most of y'all, man. I want to do if y'all ever doing a stream and want me to hop on, or if you ever want to hop on here, I told what's his name? I don't know his new name, Retro Gaming Star. I was gonna live stream with him, but I'm about to get out of here now. So, but yeah, we got to do it. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I would love that, but like I said, I need to collab with some of y'all too, because I got some ideas. Like if y'all trying to do a collab, man, hit me up. I'm with it. You just want me to film a spot about a game or whatever the case, because I want to do more of that stuff too. Ken, you are from the future. Okay, so it's daytime where you're at, but okay, so you're ahead like my friend. I got a friend of mine who's in South Korea, and she's like 14 hours ahead. So yes, Ken is from the future. That's crazy. That's crazy to think when you think about the international date line, and crossing that, because it's Sunday for us, but it's Monday for you. Wow, that's crazy to think about. Said, oh hell, really? You do guest spots? I mean, I don't, but I want to, because I think that would be cool, to talk about, whatever, get your perspective on stuff. So maybe I'll do that. I'm saying, I'm not trying to copy Retro Rivals, because they got the Get the No Gamer, which I love that series. But maybe just whoever's in the chat, if y'all want to come in for a second, if we got a topic to talk about and get your thoughts real quick, talk a little 5-10 minutes, I'd be cool with that. Josh's awesome room is 8:40 p.m. where you're at. Josh, where are you at then? Because it's also 8:40 where I'm at too. So we're in the central time zone. So Zybalba, you're in the central time zone as well. Casey, you're on the eastern seaboard, right? So is it 7:40 there or is it 9:40 there? I can't remember. So, but yeah, man, yeah. Whenever y'all want to do something, just let me know. You know, it's got to be with people that I know though. Like I know, I've been knowing for a while. I don't want to do like have random people come on because that's how you get in trouble. People be coming over here acting a fool. Oh, you're in Wichita. Wait, Josh, who is this? Which Josh is this? Wait a second. Is this Josh Josh M? I don't want to say your last name. I'm not trying to dox you if it's you. Is this Josh M from the 619 group? Is that who I'm talking to right now? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, it's you. Yeah. I need to hit you up. I heard you got a lot of stuff lately. We got to talk. Gotta hit you up. But yeah, man. So okay, I thought that was you. Yeah, Wichita. Like, wait a second. So yeah, but yeah, we out here. So Josh, you should start a YouTube channel if you haven't already. Especially now, like you got a lot of stuff in. Like you know, your collection has got to be crazy, crazy. Your collection was crazy. And shout out to you because I got what did I buy from you back in the day? I bought a F-Zero GX on the GameCube. You sold that to me for like $40 back in the day. That game is like double that now. So I never would have got it otherwise. So yeah, shout out to you. That you was living in El Dorado at the time back then though. So K Haven is in the K Haven, you just got here. K Haven, you've been doing really well with those SPC reactions and stuff. And I'm a fan of infographics too. If you guys haven't watched the infographic show, you should. And they got a little sub channel that's talking about the SPC Foundation, where it's basically like all these like monsters and stuff, and like all these like supernatural like entities. Very cool stuff. So yeah, I like diving into those channels. But yeah, I know you cover a lot of that on your channel. Been doing really well. I see you with the subs. I see you out there. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down with the dusty old trusty, the T5i. One of my favorite cameras. Love that joint. So yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here because again, I have some Chipotle to eat and probably some pooping to do after that. So y'all take care, man. Yes, I'm back, man. It feels good. Like I said, it feels good to be back. Like it's, man, like, I was feeling the itch some weeks back. I'm like, man, I got to get in front of that camera. And it was nice to feel the itch again and to feel the inspiration. And it got to the point, like I said, I was just making stuff just to make it. And so like, actually, it feels so good. And like hitting that upload button and man, good stuff. So like I said, I do want to incorporate some new things in the channel, which is why I'm trying to get sets of collections. Like I want to do like an overview of like the Siphon Filter series and, stuff like that. So I'm trying to get all the games in a certain set or series, like to do more stuff with that. I'd love to have more guest spots on the live streams again. People I know, like if I don't know you that well, then I'm not gonna have you on because, like I said, if it's somebody I don't know well, I don't want you on here. Then start talking a bunch of crazy stuff, I have to boot you off or whatever. But luckily, we don't have that much of an issue with trolls on my channel and my live streams, which I kind of wish I did. That's how you know you're successful. You know what I'm saying? When the haters come to see you, that's how you somebody. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to call me the N-word just one time. No, not really, but let's see. A lot of really good stuff for the sale too. Hit me up, my dude. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. Like I said, there's some stuff. I'll hit you up if, like I said, if you got some of them. I'm definitely looking for Armored Core games right now. So if I'll see what you got. If you got any of the Armored Cores on PS2 or the Xbox 360, I'll definitely hit you up because I do want to talk about the series. And like I said, I'll do an Armored Core because the PS2 games and the 6th generation games, the 7th generation games, they're in the same universe, but they're set in 2 different time periods. So I can do a retrospective. And there's a cool channel called Armored Core Lore. That's the name of the channel. I found him recently. If you guys like the Armored Core series, definitely subscribe to him because he talks about Armored Core from a lore standpoint, the storylines and all of it. And I'm playing the games like, the story is in the background. It's there, but you don't really pay attention to it that much. But he really breaks it down between the different corporations and the different Lynx pilots and the Raven pilots and all that stuff. Cool channel. So if you like Armored Core, definitely search for Armored Core Lore on YouTube and give that man a subscription because he does some really in-depth dives on the Armored Core universe. And it's a good high production channel. Like it's good stuff. So check him out. Said got a lot of stuff hit me. Yeah, man, you got to be respectful in another person's house. Yeah, that's facts, man. But I've seen it. Like I've seen like they'll let people come in, and then they'll just come in and start talking crazy. And like I said, Retro Gaming Star, you was in here, or I don't know if you still in the chat, but he used to have that on his live streams, and he got to beefing with some people and was going back and forth, and then they would hop in each other's streams and be on StreamYard like this and just be bashing people, like bashing each other, and it's just like, nah, man, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not fooling with all that. So because the internet makes people weird anyway. It definitely gives people some courage out here. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about the anti-e-beggar community. It's like y'all be talking a lot of stuff on Metal Jesus, but Metal Jesus, like 6'4", like 250 pounds. I guarantee you wouldn't say that to his face. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Like Metal Jesus might have hands, okay? I don't know. Radical Reggie, you know what I'm saying? He be trying to play like he not hood, okay? But Radical Reggie might have some hands, okay? I don't want that problem. Well, like I said, it's easy to be mean and talk shit when you in a dirty apartment in a dark bedroom somewhere shouting into your cell phone at anybody who will listen. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. So drama is a waste of time. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand it. Damon X Machina is good sub for Armor Core. Okay, I'm gonna check him out too. Andre said, I don't want that smoke. Hell no. Andre, you big too out here. You good? You like 200 pounds? You like 6? What are you, 6'1", 6'2"? I remember I tried to wrestle you back in the day, and you end up farting on my head. I ain't forgot. Fighting in your front yard. I ain't forgot that shit. Made me mad. Like a headlock me and turn me around and fart on my head. I was hella mad. In front of my little brother, too. Farted on me in front of my little brother. Marcus was laughing his ass off. Good times. Good times. LOL, that is a game for sure, for sure. Yeah, so yeah, man, we out here. Okay, good. We got a good 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was wondering, because usually in my streams, I'll be going marathons out here, but I started kind of late. Like I said, that's another reason why I want to start earlier in the day, because y'all know I was doing like them 3 hour, 4 hour streams back in the day. But like I said, I can't be staying up late like that no more. I'm an old man out here. As soon as 10:30, I'll be knocked. LOL, had to embarrass you after you got them hands. Facts. So yeah, but all right, man, I'm out here for real this time. Like I said, I'm starving. I'm about to go upstairs and eat. Then I got to come back down here and fix this basement. I'm about to show y'all this because it's raw right now. We about to vlog. Oh, cool. My light's still on. We're about to vlog this real quick. Ugh. Okay, first, boom. Right. Yeah, there we go. Let me grab this mic so y'all can hear me a little clearer. Okay, so I got this mic. Whoop. So, like I said, I got this big light right here. And I don't know if you can see beyond me all this crap in the way. I got a bunch of clothes there because I was doing laundry and stuff. Yeah, this room is a mess. A little bounce light right there. And then that's what we're looking at. So, yeah, man, I rearranged, got this random light right here just so I can get that bounce. So you might have seen the little bit of orange. It's not coming from this light. It's actually the orange is coming from this light. So that's a technique in the film world they call motivated lighting. So you think the orange is coming from that light, and it's really not. So, but yeah, this place is a mess. Anyway, I'm about to be up out of here. And now I can't get up out of here because I can't go to the computer and push the button. But we done. Oh, there goes my remote. Deuces says, Josh, we'll see y'all later. If you like this content, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. You'll be glad you did. I do believe that's all I got for you. Lightsaber Samurai out. Peace.